I don't know, 23 years now, but like I still think of myself as a student.
Right.
The John Arena school of, I'm always learning. I want to get, I hope my pizza is not the same in 10 years or in even 10 weeks now. Just kind of, I'm always learning and trying to get better and experimenting.
In this video, I speak with Lars Smith, the owner of State of Mind Public House and Pizzeria. Lars has an amazing story about the ups and downs of the pizza business and how he's always striving to get better and better. This video is sponsored by TeePublic, the world's largest marketplace for independent creators to sell their highest quality merchandise bearing their art. I'll put all links below, and no, as an affiliate, I will be compensated if you purchase through my link. Here's Lars. Albert Grande here. I'm here with Lars Smith, who is in California. How are you doing today, Lars?
I am wonderful. We got some beautiful California weather going on here, but probably not as nice as where you are.
Yeah, no. Um, what is the name of your pizza place?
We got State of Mind Public House and Pizzeria and State of Mind Slice House, two concepts under our State of Mind umbrella brand, if you will.
Okay, so what is the state of mind um, for, you
Oh my
know?
God. That so it is our restaurant group, but we kind of created a brand with the idea that we don't really know where this is going to go over the course of the years for some flexibility. But it really came down, without getting too nerdy here, is that I took a history class when I was at UC Berkeley, a California history class, and the whole Calvin Klein, I believe, was it? No, Kerwin Klein, Calvin Klein's underwear. Kerwin
Okay.
Klein, was a professor, and his whole thing was California is not a place on the map, it's a state of mind, and that really stuck with me. And we are, my brother and I, my dad are Californians at heart, and wanted to do a pizzeria and restaurant that celebrated this great state. And we decided to name it State of Mind, even though it's a bit of a mouthful. But it's kind of, if you come in, you get the vibe. There'll be dead tunes playing, and got cool California art on the wall, and just kind of that vibe.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So, Lars, tell me a little bit about your pizza journey. How did you get into pizza? How did it become part of your life?
Begrudgingly, no. Pizza Life found me. I knew restaurant business, cooking has always, that's been my passion. That's what I wanted to do. With my parents both being public educators, you could imagine there was some friction there between my parents' ideas for me post high school and my own. But I really got a job at a local pizzeria called Pizza My Heart here, um, because I wanted some time off and I wanted to figure out how I could get to culinary school. My parents be damned, because they're 100% supporting me in a 4 year, but culinary school was not in their vision for me.
Okay.
So it was literally a job. It was a job in the restaurant industry with some people that I knew that worked there. And I never got away from it. I left a couple times. I did go to a 4 year. I never went to culinary school.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I became family with Pizza My Heart. Leah Scurto and Tim Silva, some of those are my dearest friends in the world to this day. I met them working there.
Lo
I met my
Love
wife
those
working
guys.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife and I met there, and I did try to leave a couple times. So I'm going to go do fine dining, or I'm going to try something else. And it took a while, but the pizza just kept calling me back. And probably 2008, 2009, I said, you know what? I'm searching for something that doesn't exist. I like doing this. I get to
Okay.
wear a t-shirt and jeans to work. It's pretty casual, and there's not a lot of rules in pizza. I think this is for me, and I went all in.
Okay. And by going all in, it means you started your own journey,
Well, yeah, we
correct?
started our own place. It was quite a while later, but kind of like I stopped looking for something else. I realized, I had a good gig at Pizza My Heart, and they kept on letting me come back after I'd leave for some other idea, or I thought the grass was greener, and they always welcomed me back with open arms. So I really went all in at Pizza My Heart, with the idea that I would like to own my own place
Sure.
someday, but just stop looking for something else. I was realized that, what, this was not good enough, but it was something that I love to do. Why keep looking for something else?
Right. Accolades to Pizza My Heart because they not only germinated you and your pizza future, but many other people. And
Yeah.
they're a wonderful organization, wonderful owner. Um, they've done an awful lot for the whole industry and more power to them. So we'll give them a big nod and
Yeah, they're
and
still
two thumbs up.
family. I
And
wouldn't
they're
have met
still
my wife
family.
without Pizza in My Heart. Leah
Okay,
and I
yeah.
talk every day, so it's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Leah Scurto, another unbelievable person who worked there for many years and then started her own journey. I
Hmm.
mean,
Yep.
another just can't say enough about her. So, what happened once you started? Did you have immediate success? Were there a lot of struggles? Um, how did it go?
Both is the answer there. We the cool thing about Pizza My Heart is that I really knew the business, right? I was doing corporate management, overseeing 23 locations with them, and I never thought I knew it all, but I thought I knew a lot. And opening our own place was a bit of a kick in the teeth because, oh, I can do this. I know how to design a kitchen. I know how things are supposed to go. But my dad will say it at any turn about when somebody asks him advice about opening a business, double the cost, triple the time, or triple the cost, double the time, no matter
Good.
what plan. So we ran into issues getting open, and we really extended ourselves beyond what our means were at the time. And so we got open in 2018 with almost no money left.
Yep.
I had sold my house and was living with my parents, and my brother was living in some apartments that family owned. And we opened to great success in terms of volume. We were busy from the day we opened. Um, and what plan we thought we had, which was, we'll figure it out. We have a good team. We were too busy for the plan we had. So that was kind of like our first year open was this is great. We got business, people were excited. And the only thing we didn't plan for is what if we're too busy? We knew if we were too
Oh,
slow, we knew
wow.
marketing, but we never planned for what if we open the doors and it's busier than we could handle, which is people laugh. Oh, yeah, you're complaining about that. I'm not complaining, but that's a problem. That's a
Absolutely.
problem. So we had to take a couple of days off and do some pauses and replan our menu. But that was kind of 2018 and it was off to the races and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work and we were undercapitalized and we were there a lot, but it was a really heady, fun time.
Yep. Yep. And so you crawled out of the hole that you created yourself, and you're doing well.
Yeah, we're
And
doing well.
and what is your philosophy about making pizza?
Oh, it changes. But I think like what I started with and I said is that there are no rules. I love, and that's just my philosophy is that I
Yep.
think really you got the dough, and really for me that's it. Dough in an oven on a stone, or in a pan. That's for me. And then the possibilities are limitless. That's where I started. And now I really am focused on using seasonal ingredients, local ingredients. And like, I love that pizza is approachable for the masses, but I also want to elevate it as an art. And so that's kind of the way that I think about it.
Okay. And while you've elevated his art, and again, we have to all agree, when you create the dough, it's kind of a blank canvas. It's
Yeah. I
you
love
are
that.
the master of the art. You are the artist and the master. So with some of these blank canvases that you've created, you've gotten quite a few accolades. What are
Mhm.
some of the awards you've gotten?
Oh man, well, this is the cool thing. We were just kind of talking about the opening journey of State of Mind is that we opened in January 2018, but the previous March, I got back to Pizza Expo after a couple of years off. I hadn't been working for Pizza Mart. I was doing kind of a different thing with a partner, my brother. And I said, hey, let's go to Pizza Expo. We're opening a pizzeria. And we won, or I won the best non-traditional at Pizza Expo, non-traditional pizza in 2017. So that was kind of, I competed with Pizza My Heart before, made the finals, but that was kind of I'm doing this because we're going to open a pizzeria. Let's go to
Yeah.
Pizza Expo and connect. And we won. And I said, well, holy crap, my pizza's pretty good. And I kind of got the bug and I saw the doors that opened in terms of like networking and press releases for my own business. And I said,
Sure.
I gotta keep doing this. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um
And if I could interrupt you, what
yeah.
was that non-traditional pizza?
Oh
What
my
was it?
God, that pizza was wild. I couldn't even imagine making that again. It was called What the Duck. And it had a foie gras and black garlic cream sauce, a couple local
Ooh.
cheeses, duck confit, pickled cherries, and kind of like a frisee and French herb salad on it. It was really cool. And we actually served it at the restaurant for like the first almost year. And I'm glad we don't anymore.
Okay. So it
It was
sounds
a
like
lot
it's
of
really
work.
complicated to put together on the line.
It's like a part of my journey, and I love that. And it was so cool. And then I look back on it, and all I could think was like, I wasn't a very confident chef if I threw so many things on a pizza, but different time, different place. It's all part of the journey.
Sure, sure. And also, what are you've also won other awards and you've competed all across the world,
Yeah,
correct?
I've won, yeah, some like U.S. pizza trials that I got to get to go compete in Italy, and in Italy I got fifth place in the world on Pizza alla Palla and Naples this last year. I got second place in both the American and the Pizza alla Palla division at the World Pizza Cup at the Pizza Village in Naples, Italy. I never in a million years thought that, Leah and I talk about this all the time, that pizza would have taken me all these places.
Wow.
The doors that just making pizza and respecting the craft and trying to get better, a little bit better every day. I never thought in a million years that I would get to travel the world because I like making pizza.
Right, right. Well, it seems like it's opened a lot of doors for you, which
It's
is
crazy.
fantastic. I mean, to compete on the international stage, no small feat. I mean, even if you don't win, just being there, you won. I mean, it's just simply an amazing event.
And you hit the nail on the head with that because people always, oh, you're so competitive, and I'm not really. I just want to give myself opportunities to grow as a pizza maker and as a chef. And when I go to these competitions, I'm really hard on myself, but I'm not usually looking at what other. I mean, I'm looking at other people doing because I enjoy it, but not. I don't think of it as a competition. I think about it as a showcase, and I work really, really hard to get ready for this stuff, and I'm really hard on myself when I'm there, but kind of to push, see how far I can push myself. It's kind of a
Right,
well,
right.
how far can I take it? How hard can I push myself?
Wow. Yeah, that's simply amazing. I mean, even though you're a master pizzaiolo, I recall a statement Chris Bianco made to me a number of
Mhm.
years ago. He said, "Pizza is something you can never master," and if you disrespect it, it's going to kick your ass. I just think that kind of says it all, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I appreciate you calling me a pizza master and other people, and it's like still I've been doing it 20, I don't know, 23 years now, but like I still think of myself as a student.
right.
The John Arena school of, I'm always learning. I want to get, I hope my pizza is not the same in 10 years or in even 10 weeks now. Just kind of, I'm always learning and trying to get better and experimenting.
Yeah. Oh, bringing up John Arena is certainly one of the most humble masters of pizza. And he would say, I'm always learning. And
Yeah.
that's
He'll also
fantastic.
tell you he's ordinary and he's anything but
Yeah,
ordinary.
no,
He'll
I
tell you that
know.
every time.
Yeah, he's not a pizzaiolo, he's a pizza guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, also, you're doing some stuff with the uh,
The
California Milk
milk advisory
Advisory
board.
Board.
Yeah, that's really cool. I did some competitions with them and I won a couple things, but they do this really, really great competition, the Real California Pizza Contest. And they've done it for, I don't know, 6 years maybe at this point. And I think I've been in the finals 4 or 5 times and got the opportunity to meet them. It's a really cool event. They fly you out to Napa. I drive since it's only an hour and a half from me,
Yep.
but I got to know them, and I've used California cheese and meats and produce in my restaurant since opening, so I kind of really vibed with them and really interested in what they were doing and how they're marketing California cheese to the country and the world, and so kind of connected with them in this last year. It turned into doing some social media and some demoing at Expo for them, and I'm really excited about that because remember when we were arranging it all, one of the people from the marketing company, hey, just like how many cheeses do you use? What California cheeses? I said right now. So how much time do you have? Like, well, come on, just give us. And I had like 14 different cheeses from California in my restaurant,
Wow.
at that time. So it's
Wow.
kind of a natural fit because it's cool. I like working with them, but it's also literally what we do. It's what I love to
Right.
do.
Well, tell me just a little bit about, for those that don't know, what is the California Milk Advisory Board? They promote California products,
California
California
dairy
cheeses.
in general. So they do
Okay.
liquid dairy, they do butter, they do milk, but it's basically the advisory board. So it is all the cheese makers that are using California milk or dairy or anything that want to be part of it. Pay into it for lobbying, for marketing, and all of
Sure.
that. And that's where you see like the '90s California milk mustache ads and Happy
Yep.
Cows are from
Yep.
California and all that stuff because it really, you drive down the I-5 in the Central Valley. I mean, the dairies or up in Sonoma County where like Glenn and Leah are, they're the dairies and both liquid cheese and butter are the backbone of California agriculture. And so they
Yeah.
having somebody to represent them is really cool. And they're
Yeah.
wonderful people to work with and
Yeah.
really passionate about California dairy.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And and I know one of your parts of your philosophy is, use local ingredients.
Yeah.
And what could be more local than California cheeses, which is fantastic. Hey,
Yeah.
let me pull the curtain back a little bit and get down to one of my topics that I'm interested in.
Hmm.
And that is, do you have any tips for the home pizza maker?
Yes. I probably do. And I think the first one is you don't need fancy equipment. I was making pizza in a home oven when I was experimenting for opening State of Mind, even though, I'd access to Pizza My Heart, but, come home and want to goof around. And a couple pizza stones or a couple pizza steels will get you pretty close. And then, second advice was learn how to mix dough by hand before you use a mixer.
Okay.
One is you get a feel for it and you kind of understand strength and extensibility. I love mixing dough by hand, but also home mixers don't work that well. I'm not allowed to touch my wife's KitchenAid anymore because I've broke 4 or 5 of them over the years
Oh,
messing with them.
okay.
But two stones or two steels and some hand mixed dough will get you part of the way. And remember, you got to make a lot of pizza to get good at it. If it's not, even misshapen pizza or there's a hole in it, it's still gonna taste pretty good. So
Yeah.
just keep
Yeah.
at it. You need repetition. I've made hundreds of thousands of pizzas in my life, and I still maybe more than that, but I still make mistakes. Is that if you're a home pizza maker and you're upset that your 3 pizzas didn't turn out right, and you've made 12 in your whole life, hey, keep at it. That's part
Yeah.
of the fun of it.
Yeah, that's a lot of great advice. And the more you make pizza, the better you become at it. And you're going to make a few mistakes along the road, but get back and start doing it again. And I think you bring up an important point. Just because a pizza looks a little misshapen or doesn't look perfect, has nothing to do with the taste. Could taste just extraordinary.
And it's part of
So
the journey.
it is, and it is a journey. I mean,
Yeah,
let's face it. It's a journey that you can never reach the destination, but the journey is the joy. I think. I
me
think.
too.
So, Lars, tell me how people can contact you, how they can get in touch with the public house.
Yeah. You can get us on Instagram. We have websites, stateofmindpublichouse.com and stateofmindslicehouse.com. State of Mind Slice House and State of Mind Pub on Instagram. You can look me up, Lars Smith, or I think it's L Boogie Smith 84 from my reggae DJing days, which is a whole other podcast we can have on there. And yeah, I'd love to hear from anybody.
Okay. Well, hey, Lars, thanks a lot for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.